Alright, so this video is about another video. It's on GameTrailers.com. Hopefully, if I'm not stupid, I'll remember to put the link below so you can just get to the video. But it's a Kingdom Hearts timeline. It's all the games and stuff, and it goes through each one. It puts them in order. It tells you the whole story for people who haven't played the games in a while or just haven't played specific games. Period. Like for me personally, I've only played 1 and 2 because I didn't buy Chain of Memories on Game Boy, and I didn't have a PSP or 3DS, so I didn't play any of the other ones either. Even though I really wanted to, especially I think Birth by Sleep I wanted to play the most, and I guess that was because it came out after Kingdom Hearts 2, and it looked really good. It wasn't like the Game Boy ones where it was just pixelated. It was like a full Kingdom Hearts game, just slightly worse graphics because it was on PSP. But it's hour long. It was really good. I was really well done. They'd had like custom CG graphics for different things where they'd sort of zoom into locations that were in the game, but they just recreate them so they could move around the space. They'd explained, they went through all the games, and then they talked about Kingdom Hearts 3 and why they believe that's the next title, and they explained specific details of each character and like Organization 13, certain like plot twists, like how are there two of this person, or how did this person end up like this person, and why does that person look like that person. And they explained a lot of stuff that I never knew. For instance, um, Roxas looking like Ventus, I believe that's his name. He looks like him because Ventus's heart went into Roxas when he was a child, and that's why when Roxas, who is Sora's nobody, came into existence, that's why he looked like Ventus, because his Ventus's heart bonded with Sora's heart, and that's why the character in the Birth by Sleep game looks like Sora, because when Ventus was split into a basically light and dark half, Sora's heart bonded with Ventus's dark half, so he like comes out and he looks like a black-haired Sora. And I thought that's a pretty cool, thing. And I always thought Ventus was Roxas, even though I knew the whole thing about him being a part of Sora. I figured something happened where he actually just died or something like that, like a reincarnation type thing or a deep sleep, because that happens for like everybody. Everybody's just like passing out or falling or stuff. But they explained a lot of cool details and things that I never knew because, like I said, I didn't have a PSP and I didn't have a 3DS or regular DS for the other games. So I missed out on most of the games because like I said, I've only played 1 and 2, and I plan on getting the HD remix, which has 1 in HD and uh, Chain of Memories Recoded in HD, and it has all the cutscenes from. I want to say it has the cutscenes from Birth by Sleep in HD, but it doesn't have. Or no, not Birth by Sleep. I think it's from like 358 over 2 days. I think it has all those cutscenes in HD. But hopefully, how they do that, they're gonna. I know I was kind of hoping they just have it all together, at least like 1 Chain of Memories and 2, if not, I mean, I wouldn't expect them to put all of them together at one time. That would be amazing if they did, and they kind of like recreated each one for like PS3, so we could have them in like cool HD graphics and stuff. But it's just 1 and basically 1.5, which is why it's called like the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD remix, which is actually a mouthful. But it's 1 and then Chain of Memories, which is 1.5 because it's between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. But the timeline itself, it's about an hour. It's like 52 minutes and 9 seconds. It does have commercials, which got on my nerves. Like every 20 minutes or so, it would have a commercial. But for the most part, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was like watching an actual show. And you go through the timeline. You have like all these memories from a game that's actually like 10 years old now, or I think it's older. Like Kingdom Hearts 1 is over 10 years old, I think. And You know, you have like all these memories of the game that were really fun, and you learn about the history again, and it kind of pumps you up for, excuse me, for Kingdom Hearts 3, as well as, you know, just the Kingdom Hearts 1 HD remix, because, you know, it's been so long. At least for me personally, it has, because both my Kingdom Hearts games were stolen with like most of my PlayStation 2 games. That was a really crappy day. But, you know, like ever since they were gone, I never purchased like any of those PlayStation 2 games again. I just, you know, they were gone. I still have all the save files, but I never bought all the games again except the Devil May Cry games because I got the HD collection, and uh, Resident Evil Code Veronica because I bought the HD version on PSN. But everything else, you know, was gone. And one of the games that ended up going away was Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2, which, you know, those were really fun games. I did, you know, even after I beat them, you know, there was stuff to do like fighting Sephiroth. I was finally able to do that. I remember seeing that on X Play. They had like a guide. It was either X Play, it might have been Cheat on G4, and they had like a guide how to beat Sephiroth, and it was like, you know, just map your potions to this button, and it didn't work. It was like I used the potion once, and then I had to fight him, and after like hours, I finally beat him. You know, I got the Fenrir Keyblade, which isn't insanely powerful, but I was like, I had to fight him for over an hour to beat this guy. It's worth using, and it does look pretty cool. It has like bandages on it, and it looks kind of like a stone blade, but in a cool way. So it is worth it. It's really sweet, but it's so hard to get that. But the cut, you know, the like the final cutscene, once you do that, and then Cloud comes in and they fight and like shoot off into the sky and disappear, is still pretty cool. But you know, those two games, you know, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, there's like so many memories and stuff just from playing those. Like when I first bought 2, like when I first had it, I don't think I even played it for like the first couple of days because I loved the opening cutscene song so much. I was like, this is amazing. I've never done that with a game in my life, where I play the game and I was like, the cutscene, like the music for the opening cutscene is so sweet that I won't even bother playing the game for like hours or for like a couple of days. I just kept restarting the game so I could get the opening cutscene, and then I'd finally play it, and it was like, oh well, I actually can't. I don't even get far enough to get to the very first save of the game because I spent hours just watching the opening cutscene. And you know, little stuff like that, you know, it brings back those type of memories, and you know, like I said, it gives you like amazing details. It's like if someone actually did a research project. It's pretty much that. Almost an hour long. Every detail, every character, stuff you might remember, stuff you might have forgotten, stuff, you know, like for me personally, you just don't know, you know, certain characters, um, how they have these abilities, heck, who they are, period. Like certain people, I just didn't even know their names. Like the blonde girl who was Kyrie's nobody. I didn't know what her name was because I never had um, Chain of Memories, and they don't say her name in Kingdom Hearts 2. So after that, you know, I had nothing. So, you know, I didn't know her name. I just knew who she was, and I kind of guessed from the opening cutscene of 2 what happened. So you get all those details, and, you know, they show like the secret ending to the latest game, Dream Drop Distance. And, you know, it shows how it ends, and, you know, they talk about the future of the game. But overall, it was amazingly well done. I thought the CG, like what they did, recreating the spaces from the game, I thought that was definitely one of my favorite parts. They also do that in their other timeline, which I watched after, which is the Legend of Zelda timeline, which also showed me a lot. Because personally, I've only played one Legend of Zelda game, and that's the one on NES, which I have, and like that's it. I've never played any of the other ones, which is a shame, I know, but I just haven't. And you know, it talks about the timeline and all that, and how there are multiple timelines and stuff. And I knew there was a whole thing about that because I'm kind of nerdy, so I just know random things, like there being a convoluted timeline and multiple timelines and stuff. And the video is really cool. It explains that, and it also has like CG. It's sort of like a grand hall, and they have like pictures for each game as they go past the pillars and stuff, and it looks really cool. And you know, I love that for the Kingdom Hearts stuff too. So I highly suggest, if you like Kingdom Hearts, or if, you know, I mentioned the Legend of Zelda one, if you like that as well, you know, if you're just a fan of the game, even if you know the whole timeline and stuff, I think you'd enjoy it just as a recap of, you know, each franchise, you know, Kingdom Hearts and Legend of Zelda, and it could bring up memories that you have of each one, and you could also, you know, just remember cool things that you might have forgotten, like favorite moments you had with the game, or just things about the lore that you either never knew or, you know, like I said, you forgot. So I would highly advise checking it out. Like I said, if I'm not stupid, I'll remember to put the link below. But if I don't, it's on GameTrailers.com, and you just have to look up the Kingdom Hearts timeline or Legend of Zelda timeline. So comment, let me know if you saw it already, or, you know, if you went to see it after this video and for some reason you came back. Please comment below, let other people know what you thought, let me know what you thought, things like that. But comment, rate, subscribe if you like, and thanks for watching.